Anybody who has been to the beach knows that dry sand and wet sand behave very differently. Dry sand can form piles that are only as steep as an angle called the angle of repose. However, wet sand can be used to build sharp-featured sand castles. The liquid in wet sand is definitely doing something that increases its mechanical stability.
Let us talk about the behavior of particles when they are binded together by a liquid. These are glass particles in a beaker. I tilt them and they just topple. However, let us see what happens when we add a little bit of liquid to these particles. The liquid I am using is water. After adding a couple of drops of water, I am gonna stir these particles so that the liquid disperses uniformly and then shake the particles vertically. Let us see what happens now. So till some angle the particles just won't come out, and when I tilt the container completely they come out as clumps.
Now these kind of clumps can be molded into a sand castle. Let us see what is happening at the microscopic level. When a glass slide with these wet particles is observed under a microscope, we see that the water forms bridge-like structures between these particles. Let us learn more about what these bridges do. The bridge pulls each particle towards itself, which brings both the particles to stick together. To give a quantitative idea for the fluid that wets the particle completely, this force is equal to 2 pi r gamma, where gamma is the surface tension and r is the particle radius. Now, let us see what happens when we try separating these particles. The attractive force is highest at contact, and that is what governs the formation of a sand castle. As the separation between the particles increases, attractive force between them decreases till the point where the meniscus ruptures and the force becomes zero. And that is how sand castles can be disrupted. We can conclude that wet particles stick to each other because of surface tension forces between them. These particles can be separated by pulling them apart to a particular distance.